referee looks at his watch and his second now.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hello, welcome back to Want My Bet TV. I'm Tom.
I'm Ollie.
Got a special little video today, haven't we, mate?
We do. As you may know, unless you've been living under a rock, the biggest footballer on the planet has recently moved clubs.
He has indeed. Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yep, so we decided to do a little breakdown of what that looks like in numbers.
Yeah,
interesting.
Because it's massive.
It's
Let's
huge.
be honest.
It's ridiculous.
It's actually ridiculous. Like, we've been looking at his numbers and we've just been like jaw-dropping every single one that's gone through.
I know quite a lot about sort of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
He's like one of my best players.
Cool.
But look at just going through some of these numbers is just unbelievable.
So, okay, first of all, transfer fee 100 million, probably even 100 million plus. His wages across the 4-year contract, 106 million. That basically works out 26 million a year, 2.2 mil a month, 510 grand a week. I mean,
it's ridiculous.
Those numbers are just insane, aren't they?
Ridiculous.
Like,
but the other part about that, which I find ridiculous as well, is Real Madrid have made 20 million profit on him from when they bought him off United.
I mean,
so in that space,
amazing business.
They've got 9 seasons out of him.
Yeah,
his best seasons probably ever.
Yeah, at his peak.
At his peak, 450 goals, 4 Champions League trophies, 2 La Liga trophies, 2 Copa del Reys, and he's won 4 Ballon'dors in that time.
He's done alright, hasn't he?
He's done alright.
Yeah, he's done alright. This was a mental one that we just come up. Ronaldo's wages at Juve take up 40% of Juventus' wage bill. That is, I mean, he's an amazing player, but the other people in the squad at Juventus must be thinking, 40% of the wages, are you having a laugh? It's only one player.
Half a mil a week.
Half a mil a week.
Ridiculous.
I mean, it is crazy. Obviously, shirt sales are going to go through the roof.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to want Ronaldo on the back.
So didn't they say that in the first 24 hours after he announced the transfer, they sold £60 million worth of shirts?
It's just crazy.
First 24 hours.
That is just absolutely mental. The share price went up of Juve as well.
Well, yeah, but this is the Ronaldo effect.
Yeah.
So a week before the transfer was announced, just from speculation, their share price went up 33%, which is 231 million euros.
I mean, that is, you can't even.
It is crazy.
You can't, like, the mind actually boggles with those numbers.
So let's look at, as you might have, I don't know if you've seen, that they've released information on his medical. So if you haven't seen it, we're going to talk about that as well, because that is equally
Again, the numbers
crazy.
are that mental. So he's 33 years old.
Yeah. Most footballers, I'm done now.
Yeah, done. Like he said, they mainly go to China or America or Qatar.
Look at Rooney.
Yeah.
DC United.
Not old Ronnie.
Not Ronnie.
So yeah, his body condition is that of a 20-year-old from the Juve medical team.
So to put in perspective, his muscle mass is 50%.
50% of his body is muscle. That is ridiculous.
That is just stupid.
That is just ridiculous.
So to put in perspective, the average pro is about 46%. So he's 4%. He's 33 and he's got 4% extra body mass, muscle mass.
I wonder what Wayne Rooney's is in comparison.
Fat mass. Yeah, so his fat content is 7%.
His body fat is 7%. That is ludicrous.
And the average is 10 to 11%.
I mean,
and he's 33.
He's like above average. What? He's a freak. He is an actual freak.
An athlete.
He's an absolute athlete.
The next one is his bear in mind he's 33. His World Cup top speed, and they weren't in it that long.
No.
His World Cup top speed was 33.98 kilometers per hour.
He's just rapid. He's rapid. He's an athlete. I mean, he's got an absolute leap on him.
This next one is the most ridiculous one. Do you want to read out? Okay,
so
this is crazy.
His vertical jump is 76 centimetres. That was the height of the bicycle kick that he scored against Juventus.
That wasn't.
Oh no!
One job,
and he got it. Sorry, when he connected, yeah, but he jumped 76 centimetres off the floor.
Yeah.
And when he connected with the ball, he was at 2.3 metres.
So to put that in perspective, the world record high jump is 2.45 meters.
So he's
And he got his foot pretty close to that and managed to smash it top bins.
it's pretty much the roof of most houses. Like he's got up there and yeah, absolutely pinged it top bins.
And
he's a freak. He's a freak.
I know it sounds like we're kissing his ass, but this is. So for all you Messi fanboys out there who are going to be slating us in the comments, feel free. But you need to know, Ronaldo is unreal.
Banging in goals. Okay, so then his performance stats. He's been the top scorer in the Champions League for the last 6 campaigns in a row.
I mean, I didn't even realise that.
No, one of them he was joint, but still.
Joint with Messi and Neymar, but still, he was still top for the last 6 in a row.
That is I mean...
So now, if you think about it, that 100 million...
doesn't look as obscene.
Doesn't actually look that bad.
Well, Juventus are actually investing about 340 million euros in him across the next 4 years. Wages, the transfer fee. But, should they win the Champions League, I mean, probably get that back.
You're going to look at shirt sales, you're going to look at season tickets,
everything.
Going to go through the roof.
Everything.
Like,
the whole package.
Ronaldo Mania should recoup, I'd say, a lot of that. And even if it doesn't recoup it, and they win the Champions League once or twice, I'm pretty sure they'll say that's a good investment.
Agreed. I mean, his Real Madrid stats in all competitions across the last few seasons are absolutely insane. So he's basically got a goal every game.
He's over a goal.
Over a goal a game.
In 450 goals.
In less than 450
434 appearances.
He's just, every single season, he's got
delivers.
Minimum, in all of the seasons he's been there, the first season he got 35 goals, and that was his worst. That was his worst campaign.
And he only played 35 games. He said 33 goals in 35 games in his first season.
Oh, he struggled that year, didn't he?
Struggled.
Yeah, really did struggle.
But so if you look at who he's basically being compared to,
and essentially replacing.
Yeah, which he'll probably leave. So Higuain, who was meant to be their top striker,
has been probably one of the top strikers in Serie A for years.
So at Juve, he's been there 2 years. In his first season, he got 24 goals in 38 games.
Not bad.
But not a touch on Ronaldo's ratio.
No.
And then last season, he got 16 goals in 35 games.
I mean,
again, it's not real. It's only no.
I mean, it's not bad. It's still good. It's still good. But Ronaldo's probably going to score more.
All right.
Let's be honest.
So this leads me on to the next point. So do you know who the top goal scorer in Serie A history, or one of them, is?
Well, I do now just because I've seen these notes, but I didn't before this.
Okay.
That is like impressive from Higuain.
Do you want to tell them?
Oh yeah, it's Higuain. When he was at Napoli, got 36 goals 3 years ago.
Okay.
In the league.
In the league. So, well done, Higuain.
Yeah. No. Fair play. Got to take your hat off to that.
But if you look at Ronaldo's, I mean, I would say Serie A isn't far off La Liga in terms of.
Well, you think the lower teams in La Liga?
They're about the same.
Yeah.
They're no Premier League.
Yeah, the Premier League is like the lower teams still have money to spend and stuff like that. So,
but I think in terms of like quality and like being a top chunk of teams who are good, I'd say they're thereabouts, right?
Pretty similar.
So if you bear that in mind, Ronaldo scored more than 36 goals in one season on 3 separate occasions for Real. He scored 40 goals in 2010-2011. He scored 46 goals in 2011-2012.
Wow.
And 48 goals in 2014-2015. So he's got it in his.
He's done it 3
locker.
times in the league.
Right, and that's over 36 goals.
Yeah.
On 3 separate occasions, he's got between 30 and 35 goals. I'm not going to read them out because it will take forever, but that basically means 6 out of his 9 seasons with Real Madrid, he's scored over 30 goals.
I mean, I didn't think when he first signed. Obviously, I know he's banged in goals for fun, but when he retires, we're going to look back at him and Messi and go, wow,
what a time to be alive.
Wow. Like, I mean, those numbers are just ridiculous.
Right. So that's what we want to do. You've got all that stats now.
Yeah.
What I want to know and what I want these guys to help us answer actually is how do we think he'll get on at Juve?
I think so. So the main three questions that I've really got for you and the people there are: will he maintain the same level of goals?
Because I know what you're going to say. Oh yeah, he scored 48 goals in 2014, 2015. Yeah, but he's still an absolute machine, and his body has probably got better since then. He's probably got more muscle, faster.
But I feel like he knows how to play now.
As well, yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? He doesn't go and do silly runs or try and do tricks. It's get that ball in the box and he will win the header. He will finish.
So yeah.
Yeah, so first question to you: will he maintain the same level of goals?
I think he will, yeah. I think he'll be top goal scorer in Serie A next year, and I think
I agree with that.
It would not surprise me if he gets at least 34 goals.
I reckon he'll get at least 30 in the league.
Yeah.
At least 30. Next one is: will Juventus win the Champions League with with Ronaldo in their team?
I reckon they'll do the double next year. They'll win Serie A. And will they? Yes, they're going to win the Champions League
next year.
They've got Ronaldo. They've got to the Champions League final.
I agree.
2 of the last 4 years they've got to the final, and then they haven't had that last little bit of quality to.
You think he's going to be the little?
He's the little ignition.
Okay, so you're saying yes, he will maintain the same level of goals, and yes, he will win the Champions League for Juventus.
Yeah.
I think City are going to be up there. Man City, those.
I think also Liverpool could be up there. By the way.
Liverpool, fair. But
I hate saying that.
They've got a much better chance of winning it. Third one is: will he beat Higuain's record of goals in Serie A, league goals in a season, which is 36?
I think he will.
So he's probably got 3 or 4 seasons to do it.
I think he'll bet it in this season. Actually, do you know what? I think he'll beat it this season.
I think it'll be next season.
Because he's going to come out all guns blazing.
Fair.
And he's like Zlatan, like a new challenge. He'll just hit the ground running
to it,
and he'll want to prove all the doubters wrong that he's too old, and that will just fuel him to like overperform even what his level is at.
This could easily.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon he's going to, beat Higuain's record? Is he going to smash it at Juve? We want to know.
They're the 3 answers we want to those questions. We want you to answer.
And how many goals do you think he'll score in his first season in La Liga? In Serie A.
Okay, and then the final one, which is hard to make a final decision, is: who did the best out of this deal? Real Madrid getting 100 million for a 33-year-old, or Juventus getting the goal machine and freak of nature that is Ronaldo?
It is a really difficult question, because on one side you go, right, Real Madrid have made 20 million profit on someone who's won them 4 champions, basically
trophies.
Single-handedly, essentially pulled them through those games.
Countless trophies.
Yeah, countless trophies, 450 goals, and they've still made 20 mil on top of it. On the flip side, 100 mil is not going to replace Ronaldo.
No, it's really not. In today's market, it's not.
In today's market, if you said like maybe 5 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Not today.
I mean, you wouldn't get. Even Hazard's going to be more than 100 mil.
Yeah, and I rate Hazard,
but he's not going to get those goals.
He's not going to get as many goals. He's not going to fill in those boots.
No.
You're going to need at least 2 players.
Yeah.
So you're looking at least 160, 280 mil players.
It's crazy.
Because Ronaldo is that lethal.
Yeah.
The other thing is there's only 2 players who could really, there's basically only 2 players who could fill those boots. One is Mbappe.
Yeah, and in time he would get there.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to go and get those many
straight
goals,
away,
but he would in time.
In terms of an investment, one is Mbappe and the other is Neymar.
Yeah.
Obviously Messi would be in there as well, but there's 0 chance of Messi going
he's not going to leave
Barcelona.
To go to.
And if you're going to get either of those 2, you're looking at least 200 plus.
Oh, and the rest.
Yeah,
and the rest.
At least.
In today's market, it is obscene. But
so you look at it that way and you go, right, so Real have done pretty well for what they've got, but they're gonna. It's like buying a house, isn't it?
Yeah.
You bought a house for like 200 grand, and then you sell it for 800 grand. It's like great, but 800 grand. Yeah, but then now you have to find a house that's going to cost you more than 800 grand.
I mean, it's all relative.
It's all relative. So then
You haven't answered the question. You answer the question. Who's done best out of this deal?
I think, because I'm going to go a little bit more conservative, I reckon Real.
Because of the money.
Because of the money, but also he could rupture his Achilles tendon.
There's always that.
On his second game, and then
True.
Juve are completely fucked.
True. I mean,
so if you look at risk, at least whatever happens, they've got 100 mil in the bank. Yes, he could go on and smash all sorts of records at Juve, but he could also.
And he probably will.
And he probably will. But he could get injured after the first few games. Although his body's in great condition, he is 33.
yeah. I mean, he got to come to an end at some point.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
I'm with you. 100 mil in the bank. That many trophies. They've still got.
They've got that
Bale,
ways on top.
Benzema. Yeah, I
he
mean,
hasn't declined.
no, exactly.
That's the thing.
Like, I think Real Madrid have got the best end of this deal, but time will tell. If Juventus win the Champions League
They might
once,
say,
twice in
yeah.
his 4 years there, then we might look back on this and go, "This is an amazing transfer." Only time will tell.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah,
below.
exactly. We want to know what you guys think.
Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Now then, the referee looks at his watch, and his second now.